Okay, what's up, traders? Welcome to today's live session. Once again, we'll be diving deep into the gold and Bitcoin chart and other altcoins, and today we'll be talking about market insight, what's happening in gold and other forex pairs and crypto. And yeah, let's get into it. But right first, let me just post that I am live. Okay. Sure. Okay. So right now I'm looking into the gold chart and it's pretty interesting, right? Like what gold is doing, and there is some global uncertainty, like whether gold prices will rise higher or it might fall. Right now, if you look closely, you can easily identify a key zone, right? So this key zone is this one, which is 3400 to 3402. So this is a resistance. I'll show you previous resistance. So this high resistance and also a psychological barrier, right? Like 3400. It's a psychological barrier. So lot of sellers are stepping into the market, but also gold is in a safe heaven demand. So high possibilities it will rise, but we are not sure when it will do so. I guess not this week, maybe next week, right? And if I switch to 15 minutes time frame, I can see like a trend line resistance forming, right? So as soon as price reaches to that particular point, where resistance is also present, psychological barrier, immediately after that sellers take control of the market and gives us a bearish reaction. And if I show you the liquidity heat map, lot of liquidity present below and also above. So I think today's New York session or New York open might take London low and maybe Asia low. Yeah, I guess yeah, Asia low was taken during the London. Maybe New York can target this London low and come into our good demand zone. For me, this is a good demand zone right here. I'm interested in taking a long right now because overall bias is bullish for gold. So for scalping, yeah, I would suggest taking shorts, keeping your stop loss minimal, right? And yeah, if gold breaks below 3365, it would be temporarily bearish for the for gold. Let's look into GBP USD. Oh, okay. I gave a GBP USD trade signal. It took our SL. No worries. We might find another good trade setup right now. Let me just check. Yeah, we are getting a trade signal. Good trade setup. A lot of liquidity present here too. This zone is acting as a support for us to hold, and I switch back to 5 minutes. Right, I'm finding a recent liquidity sweep. EMA crossover right off here. I would be targeting 1 is to 5. This is a good trade setup forming right here, cause we can see confirmation like bullish engulfing candles right here, which is a good sign. And looks like GBP USD is giving a very bullish sentiment, and also due to US dollar being weak, it's giving us a reaction to the upside. And right now NY session is open. I think GBP USD will once again push higher. Okay, you may take this trade, but still I would advise you to risk low, as it is the end of the week, and end of the week forex pairs are usually very poor, and sometimes your trade setup doesn't go according to the plan. So I would advise you to risk low in this trade according to your capital size. And let's look into GBP JPY. Till now no signal. So yeah, this is the trade setup. Let me just post this in our Telegram group. Oops. Risk low. So this was our entry. This is our TP, and this is our stop loss. Okay, so let this trade run and let me analyze other forex pairs and even crypto. No trade signal for GBP JPY, and looks like gold is clearing out lows, right? Probably might take London lows. And yeah, this small support is very strong. If you can see, price reacted multiple times from here and giving us a very good momentum to the upside. So I'm interested to look trades in this particular zone too, right? So if I show you my key point of uh, key areas, this would be my key areas for gold. So you see all those lows stacked up together, so this indicates like lot of liquidity is present. So market might see this as an opportunity and take all those liquidity together and come back into our good demand zone decisional demand zone and might react from there. Yeah. It looks like price is also reacting from this key support, right? Let's look into Bitcoin. Whoa, Bitcoin is showing us some volatility. I think price will rise higher. And if I talk about Bitcoin analysis, right now Bitcoin is in a bullish, right? It turned once again from bearish to neutral, and once again neutral to bullish. So if price break above this overall trend line, this one, trend line resistance, so I think price will rise higher, right? Using this as a strong support and retesting this, break this resistance, trendline resistance, retest this zone as a support and breakthrough to the upside. So let me just show you. Wait, 12 hours. Yeah, this is the trendline resistance in our 12-hour time frame. If you look closely, price has reacted from this trend line. We might expect a bearish, but also this resistance once again has turned support, so maybe buyers will step in exactly at this zone and might give us a breakout to the upside. If it does, we will look for long setups. And gold is basically chopping around, so no trades. And I rarely take scalp trades cause mostly I'm a intra-day trader. And for scalping, we have to be very precise and keep our stop loss very low and good target high risk to ratio profits. Okay, this is a 25 pips move. Now let's look into it. Oh wow, Ethereum has actually reached 4,000. Damn. I guess this is an all-time high. Oh no, the all-time high is 4,111. But and also Ethereum is performing very good, better than Bitcoin. And after this abrupt move, I don't wanna trade, cause market might market will be unpredictable in this zone. I need to see price return to our key point of interest and take a trade with it. I don't want to enter a trade from the middle and take a loss. Okay. In order to take a trade in gold, we need a clear breakout, and I'm hoping the breakout will be upside. So obviously, I am bullish for gold and interested to take long setups only, no sells. Looks like today's NY open is quite chill, no abrupt move. But yesterday's NY open was pretty abrupt, right? I need to see a clear breakout above this trend line. Okay, market gave us a breakout to the above trend line, but failed to do so because due to this strong resistance where immediately sellers step in. If I see a bullish engulfing candle closure above this resistance turned into support, then I might take a trade. And let's look into dollar index. Dollar is weak, so I'm hoping gold rise higher. But also it's reacting from a key psychological level, so we gotta observe that too. If dollar index gives a dump, it will highly react from this demand point of interest, as you can see, because it gave us a very strong impulsive wave, right? Before giving a strong impulsive wave, we saw a minor pullback, and there this pullback's low, that's where a lot of buyers stepped in, right? And also dollar is mainly fundamental, so we cannot predict dollar index, right? We cannot, sometimes analysis fail in our dollar index, not sometimes, mostly. Cause it is highly fundamental based. Price is reacting from our 1 hour time frame key area. So as I was saying, price is taking our London might take our London lows. Cause a lot of liquidity lying below, right? And all those stacked low resistance liquidity together. So price might take all of them and once again reached into 365 or maybe 370, like that, in this demand zone, maybe. there's one more key support for us. This is a very strong one actually. Good one. Black and white looks clean though. Looks like price has again reacted from our support. Also seeing an equal high liquidity. This liquidity. So I'm very sure market would 100%ly take those highs, take those sellers above. Okay, so if you are interested to take a trade in gold, I would advise you open very small lots, as I've discussed in previous streams that there is our one of our strategy. Like you mark strong highs and lows, and also session highs and lows. Wait for price to sweep those, and immediately after sweeping those lows, you open a very minimal what do I say, quantity, like for gold 0.01, max to max 0.01 to 0.05, right? You open a position right after it sweeps a strong lows or highs, and target $5 to $10, right? So yeah, like that you may easily make around, depends upon market, right? You just need to wait for your setup, wait for price sweep your strong highs and lows, and immediately you open a small lot and target $5 to $10 each trade. And yeah, it also comes with the consequences. You have to master how to like recover your floating losses. If you see price didn't go according to your direction, and after sweeping it immediately price goes below, then another go to lower time frame, like lower time frame in the sense 5 minutes or 15 minutes, 5 minutes max to max, and you mark another strong lows, and immediately after one more position. So the first position I would advise to keep low, below 0.02 or 0.03. If you see price has retraced more deeper, then you can increase the lot size. So the above position, which is in a floating loss, can decrease that, the second position can decrease the floating loss of the first position. That's how you do it.
Prices again reacted from this. And I'm also seeing a trend line support. Okay, so if price breaks above this trend line resistance, uh, and also the psychological barrier, we might take a long setup, right? Looks like buyers have stepped in into our support area. The JPY, let's look into it. Also interesting price action for us right now. Look at this big order block. Oh man. I think price might come lower into our this demand zone, or may even sweep and come back into our this demand zone and give us a bullish momentum. But I'm not sure about gold right now, which market is gonna pick the direction, but I'm sure it's gonna move upside. Like the for future analysis, like what's gonna happen. Right now price is just consolidating, creating lower lows. Actually market is not creating lower lows, my bad. Actually just consolidating. You can see lower high. If you look into the simple price action analysis, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low. Price didn't close below this candle, right? Instead what it did was just sweep and give us a bullish momentum, but failed to make a higher high. Okay, one thing is that looks like a lot of liquidity present below too, so market could take those. I'm still hoping to find support in this zone. If it fails to do so, we'll book this trade in a loss. Oof, this doesn't look good. Strong bearish candle. That's why I advise to risk low, cause New York Open is going on, and that's the reason it's showing us volatility. Looks like US dollar is taking over for in this session. Anyways, this week we made a very good profit, and we are above, I guess, 60 to 70% win rate, something around that. So no worries. Next week, upcoming week, we'll find more good trades, and maybe during the last day of the week we may stay flat, because as you can see most of the time during the Fridays we see very bad price action. Not always, but most of the time. and if we don't see a setup, we'll stay flat, or we may look for quick scalp trades, right? That will do work. No setups. Looks like buyers have stepped in our support zone. That's what I'm looking for. We just need that. We just need if this sustains. Okay. Interesting. Till now, no any other trade setups to be found. Looks like buyers are coming in. Just need a good, clean, bullish engulfing candle. Looks like this support is holding us. Bitcoin is going sideways too. Let's check Solana. Okay. I think we'll be finding a trade in Solana right now. Yups. Sellers are still in control of the market. Okay, there's a tweet. Dollar heads for weekly loss on dovish Fed expectation. Gold futures hit record high as US import tariff sparks turmoil. Commodities round up. Okay, interesting. Brent crude oil is down 0.9. European benchmark gas. Okay. Okay, gold climbed to record high on Friday. Okay, interesting. Gold prices trending previously entered the US duty free button. Okay, looks like US has um, increased the, what do I say, tariff against gold import, gold bars imported from other countries. I guess that might be an issue for gold. Okay, okay. GBP JPY has done a quite a good rally to the upside. Looks like Japanese yen is weak and GBP is taking over the market currently. If you look closely in the gold chart, what you can see is that price is constantly failing to close below 380 level, right? It's like working as a some kind of support, very strong one actually. You see only the, okay, price goes below the 380 but doesn't, the candle closure is above the 380, if you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, once again price has reached into 380 and given us a bullish reaction, bull run. Okay, looks like buyers are coming in. Good, good, good. Nothing much interesting in gold. Another forex pair. Okay guys, I would be ending the stream, okay, because New York Open has ended, and usually, as always, market volatility decreases a lot and very boring price action. But if I find any good trade setups, I would be posting in our Telegram group. If you haven't joined, our Telegram group. The link is in our description, and we have pinned a message to how to actually join our premium site, be a member of a premium site. It's all listed in our Telegram group. So go ahead and join our Telegram group for future updates, alerts, and trade setups. Okay, see you guys on the